Hey guys, Queen of the UK here again. I am here with another Geoguessr video because you guys seem to love them and I love that. So we are here with another YouTube video, and today, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to try and use some skills that I learnt last night to try and determine where I am in South America. Now, if you don't know, the lovely Ben, my bestie, his name is Sunken City 64 on Twitch. He's fabulous. He has decided to make an amazing podcast with some very, very special guests, and they basically compile some of the resources that are from the GeoTips website. I will link it down below, and they've basically kind of told us it all in one podcast episode. The podcast was last night, so I'm filming this on Friday and it was on Thursday. I found it so useful. If you're really struggling with certain areas of the world, check him out. I will link it all down below. It's not just because he's my friend that I'm promoting this, it's genuinely because it's a good resource, right? I will show you, right? These are all my tips, right? These are all the notes that I made from last night. Look at this. You know, dedicated is what we like to see. Now, in terms of making a guess, I'm going to use my notes, and I'm also going to use some of the resources that Ben has sent me. So the guys have actually been fantastic, and not only did they use the resources from the GeoTips website to create the PowerPoint presentation that they use on the podcast, but they've also made their own resources. So for example, the lovely Nightey decided to make this amazing map which tells us the mountainous areas, and it's something called the rain shadow effect. He's better at it than I am. You know, if you want to get in touch, have a private phone call about him, just let me know. The lovely Spaz made this for Brazil, telling you the kind of areas that Brazil has. You know, if it looks a bit dry, go in this region, blah blah blah. And then they all compiled this information. So basically it's just like a flowchart that tells you where to go if you have certain cars and certain road lines. So we'll be using all of these resources along with my notes to determine where we are in South America. That was a very long introduction, but I just needed to highlight these people and the amount of effort that they go to. Not only do they have full-time jobs or students or whatever, they are passionate about the game, and they've decided to make all these resources for us, which is fantastic. So let's get into it. The map we are using is by the lovely Mapper, and it's called South America. So let's get going. I used to hate South America, to be honest. Absolutely hated it. It was my least favourite continent. I'm sure it's a lovely place, but now I'm starting to appreciate it a little bit more. So the first location we have is this location. So it looks quite urbanized. Is that a word? Urbanized. We have a mixture of kind of colourful buildings. Now, my first thought is Colombia. Now I'm not sure. Okay, so the license plates aren't yellow, so it's not Colombia. So we've ruled that one out. Ooh, the phone number starts with a 9. Now that could be Brazil, or according to my notes, it could also be Peru. I think these poles are more Brazilian. Am I wrong? I'm gonna go Brazil. Nice, it was Brazil. It looked a bit more run down. Spaz said that it's more run down in the north and a bit more wealthy in the south, where the bigger cities are. So yep, I've got one under my belt, so that's good, I guess. Using my notes. Oh, there's a doggo. Hello, doggo. Okay, so we have a white car, which kind of rules out Argentina and Uruguay. It's very hilly, quite tropical. So, oh wait. So the country that has these kind of black and white poles, stripy poles, is Peru. So, and that would also fit with the car as well. So I'm going to go for Peru here. Now, the more tropical part, I associate kind of more dry mountains down here. I would say the more tropical mountains are up here, but I could be entirely wrong. I'm not saying I'm right. Yeah, so it was a bit more further north, but we got the country right, which is the main thing. And in South America, that's a bonus. Okay, so we have these kind of diamond signs, double yellow. Oh, we have these. They told me about this. They told me about this last night and I can't remember which one it was. Okay, so I remembered this little tip from last night, and I remember seeing this on one of the presentation slides, but I didn't really note it down. Now this one looks very, very similar to this one, in my opinion. So I'm gonna go for Argentina here. It is a black car. It could also be Uruguay though, so that's what I'm nervous about. But based off the information, I'm gonna go for Argentina. Maybe a bit further north. It was actually a bit further south, towards Bahia Blanca. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but still got the country right. That's the main thing. Okay, so next we have another black car, quite flat and dry. We have these kind of wooden posts. We don't have any road markings. I'm gonna rule out Peru here. It could be Uruguay, but based off the fact that Argentina's bigger, I'm gonna go for Argentina. Oh gosh, here we go. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Okay, last one of this round. We have another black car, but we have a few more clues, so let's have a look. This one says Servicios Sur. I know Sur means south, but that's not really going to help me. We've got green signs, and we do have number plates. They look like they've got quite a lot of black on them. We also have these signs, which I would associate more maybe with Argentina. I think this is an Argentinian plate, so I'm going to go for Argentina based off these signs and the license plates and the fact we have the black car. I'm going to go further north again. Okay, so it was a bit further to the east. But no, west. Oh my God, west. But still, we got 5 out of 5, which is fantastic. Let's see if we can continue with our amazing new... I mean, I never used to get scores like that, to be honest. Never, ever, ever. I used to get, I think on one of the game modes that Sunken City does, I think I got maybe like 6k on South America once, which is pretty poor. Okay, so we have a black car. We have double yellow in the middle. Can't really see the plates, to be honest. Uruguay is said to have the white wooden posts, and these aren't really white. These are more grey. So I'm going to go for Argentina again here. It actually looks quite similar to the one we just had, so that's what I'm going to go for. I'm just gonna go up here again. Yeah, I actually think it was maybe the same place, but just down the road a bit. But no, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, so we have a hint of blue on the license plate. We have the... Is this Gen 4? Looks very bright. 98777. I know that Bolivia has license plates with the hint of blue, but I don't think Bolivia has Gen 4. So this camera type is Gen 4 because it's very, very bright and in your face. Like the colours are very enriched. So I don't think it's Bolivia. I think I'm going to go for Brazil. Now I know the mountains in Brazil are closer to this part of Brazil. So that's where I'm going to go. Okay, nice. It was. I took way too long on that. I just doubt myself so much. We have the diamond yellow things. Is this the Gen 4 car? Is this Gen 4 again? Looks kind of Gen 4-ish. Okay, I think I'm going to go Brazil again here. Mind you, it's very hilly again. I'm going to go for this part of Brazil again. Okay, it was closer to Sao Paulo, but still 3,000 points is not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, so next location, we have a white car, and we also have white middle lines. Now, I learnt last night that the only South America country to have white divider lines is Chile. You do get yellow divider lines in Chile, but in further south, where it snows a lot, because obviously white's not too easy to see on the road, which I learnt last night as well. So I think I'm going to go Chile here. It's very dry, very desert-like, so I'm going to go in the north of Chile, where the Atacama, oh my gosh, I'm not even going to attempt that, the desert is. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, I'm going to go about there. Nice! So I got 4,600 points, which I never would have got before. Never. Okay, so last one of this round and probably of this video. Can I make it 10 out of 10? Oh, we have goats! Oh, they're so cute. Gosh, I really don't know of this one. We've got kind of a stubby antenna, which you get in, I believe, Colombia, and I think you get it also in Brazil. This is quite hilly. You do get hills up here, don't you? In like the jungly part of Brazil. I don't know. Could this be Colombia? It could very well be Colombia as well. I don't see dirt roads as much in Colombia, I would say. Plus it's not like mountainous, but it is pretty high, those hills. I am going to go to Brazil, but it very well could be somewhere else. Okay, so it was Brazil, but it was actually over here, which I wasn't really expecting, but at least we got it right. So actually, I managed to get 10 out of 10, and my final score there was 15. So I'm actually doing so much better than I did last time. Now, I know I take ages and ages to think about it, but at least I'm getting them right, and I never would have got that before the podcast. So if you are struggling with South America as well, go and check out Ben's channel. I will link it all down below. He's going to be releasing some YouTube videos over the next couple of days. I just want to say thank you to those guys for honestly just putting all these resources together. I know the resources are already out there on the GeoTips website, so if you want to go and check them out, you can do. I will link that down below as well. But I just want to thank Ben, RC, Nightey and Spaz for taking the time out of your days to compile all that information and basically explain it in a more accessible way to people. It's definitely helped me. I used to get 6k, I'm now getting more than double that. So if anything, go off my experience. Thanks for watching, guys. After next week's episode, we can maybe do a North America one. Who knows? But I hope you all have a fabulous day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.